Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my favorites and fails for the month of May. I'm going to tell you all the things that I have been loving and then a couple things that I just kind of didn't get along with. And I feel like I need to go ahead and apologize for the amount of highlighters that I'm about to talk about because for some reason it was just the month of highlighters. And I'm going to start off with this one that looks like a little puppy, and it is so stinking cute. So this one is the Glover highlighter from Too Faced. This is a limited edition product. I did buy two of them because on the inside it also looks like it has that little stamp of the puppy in there, and I had to have this. This was like sophisticated and cute at the same time, and it was just like mine. I have to have it. So to me, this was not like the best highlighter formula that I tried this month. I definitely like it. It's pretty. It works out nicely. It's definitely more on the natural side initially, and then you can build it up. For me, this is more of like a collector's thing. So I'm not telling you to run out and buy this because of the quality of the highlighter or it's like it's blingiest, smoothest, most amazing. It's a good highlighter, but I'm just talking about the packaging here. And to some people, I know that might seem a little like, okay, Mel, but I get excited. I think this is so cute. So this is definitely one of my favorite items of the month. But if we're going to talk about highlighters that mean business, that just killed it, absolutely killed it, we have to start off with this one. This is from Dior. I just did a video about this and I am blown away. This is the second Backstage Glow face palette in 002 Glitz. What gets me the most about this is this shade right here. I am head over heels for this shade right here. It is the most beautiful peach shade that I have ever seen other than my other Dior one. Just go back to the video if you want to see swatches of them side by side, but the Dior Lolli Glow in Peach Delight, it has pink and gold and peach a shift. This one's like, this is ridiculously smooth. Not real glittery or anything. You can see just how smooth that is. I love that. And this on my eyes, I just think it's really stunning. This is a palette that I am going to get a ton of use out of. I use this today as like just an all over glow and then another highlighter that I'm going to talk about. But these two up top are stunning as well, but these do have a little bit more of a shimmer to them, not so much on the actual skin, but these are very blingy. They melt in the skin very well. I love the tones of this palette. I feel like the peachiness and the pink that are coming out now, I'm just in love with. You know, it used to be really all about the champagne, the golds or whatever, but this just has a slight difference to it that I'm really, really loving. So this is definitely up top. Now let's talk about this one. So this was something that I didn't expect to fall in love with. It was a random pickup from the Sephora sale, and I was just like, I want to try it out. Why not? Let's just give it a go. It's something from Bare Minerals. I don't pick up a lot of their products, but I just got kind of curious. And I showed this in a get ready with me, and I told you guys right away that I had already been using it because I touched it whenever I bought it and fell in love. This is the Bare Minerals highlighter in the shade Free. I believe this is the lightest of, I think there's 3 shades. This is stunning, and this is more along the lines of that like champagne type of shade. It's beautiful. This formula is so nice. I love this. You can get such a beautiful glow. It's not going to add a bunch of texture. I said in the video that this was basically what I would say Becca updated would be. I don't really use Becca highlighters anymore. I feel like they're almost powdery. I don't know. My love for them has changed. And I feel like this is like the updated formula. It's beautiful. So if you are wondering about this, I have been using that quite a bit, especially before I got a hold of that Dior highlighter. If I had to pick between the two, it would definitely be the Dior, but I have to say that I've used this a lot this month, so I can't leave that out. And then the last highlighter is a combo. So this is the Natasha Denona Tan, Bronze, and Glow palette. I have this on right now. I'm wearing this as my bronzer, and then as well as the Dior right on top, just right here, I am wearing this what is it called? The Glow Impact Powder. This powder right here is so vivid on the skin, especially if you use the cream product first. I didn't do that today. I just went in with the bronzer and this guy today, but I've been using this. And I like this because you look at this bronzer and you think it's going to be way too dark. And like I said, I'm wearing it today and I don't feel like it's too dark. And I even have a little bit more than what I used in my review video for this. I like it has a slight pink undertone to it because it's a blush and bronzer. And for like the look that I did today, I didn't want to have anything that was too cool and I didn't want to have anything that was too warm. So like this was absolutely perfect, but I love this palette. I think they did a really good job. A lot of people were asking me, Mel, do you get the Dior or this? They're two different things. Like this is basically all highlighters. You are getting different type of finishes, but basically they're all highlighters with the exception of this one on me. I can't use this with my bronzer. It looks just a little too muddy with my skin tone right now. Maybe during the summer, but not right now. This is just too different to really make a comparison. I would say that this powder right here is brighter than the ones in here, but this one's smoother. So I don't know, but then you've got the cream and the bronzer and then this glow powder right here that really just works so with the well with the bronzer. I don't think that these are really comparable. It's just going to be if you want bronzer and highlight or if you just want different shades of highlight. So I love this. I think it's amazing. I really like the small palettes like this. I've mentioned it before. I have her larger face palettes like the Sculpting one and then the Glow and Blush one. I just don't grab from them because they're so big. So I like this size. Now we can step away from the highlighters and I'm going to move on to blushes. Now this isn't a new product, but it's new to me. Melt has recently released a lot of their products on Sephora, and as soon as they did, I picked up these blushes. So I have two here, and I have been wearing these ever since I got them. I love them. I'm wearing one right now. I have the shade Honey Thief. This is the one I am currently wearing, and I've worn it in previous videos without, you know, it's in the description box, but this shade right here, which is a pink, like natural type of color, and then also Cali Dream, which is my favorite of the two, but those are them side by side. This one's definitely more peach, but this one isn't so pink that it's like, I don't know, like too pink on my skin. I love both of these. So the formula, everything is just, it's really smooth. It's matte. It doesn't look dry. It blends out really nicely. Pigmentation is great. They have another formula as well, but I think it's like a highlighty type of one, and I haven't tried that one. But these, let's see what these are called. It just says blush. So these are amazing. The next product is something that I was alluding to in my recent empties video. And I was not going to spill the beans then. I was waiting for my favorites because I knew it was going to be in here. In all fairness, I mean, look at this. This was another, again, random thing that I picked up with the Sephora sale. Look, I've got one more night's use out of this. Did anybody know what this is? It is from Fresh. I saw lemon sugar or sugar lemon hydrating lip balm, and I immediately was like, I really want to try that. Now, Fresh recently sent me a whole bunch of goodies, but I purchased these before that was sent over, just FYI. I got this in the mail, and immediately after the first time putting this on, ordered another one. So this is so good. I don't know what the dessert is. Okay, I'm gonna try to describe it and you guys tell me if you know what I'm talking about. It has like a cake that is kind of compacted. It's not real fluffy like a real soft cake. It's really moist, and then the top is a lemon type of icing, but it's kind of almost crunchy. That is what this smells like, and it is just heaven to me, and it feels so good on the lips. The only problem I have with it is the size. Like my Laneige lip sleeping mask, it takes me a lot longer to go through than this because I'm not one to put like a little light layer. I like to really make sure my lips are really nice and hydrated at night. So I would say I put 2 layers. So I go through it a little too quickly, but man, I love this stuff so much. It feels so good. And then that smell of this, it just brings me back. It makes me really want that dessert like nobody's business, but this is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Now I want to talk about some brushes from Stilazzi. They sent these over to me as well as some other brushes as well as a bunch of other things, but these right here are the Artisan, I think it's, yeah, Artisan Luxe collection. These are handmade and natural hair, and I have been finding myself reaching for these quite a bit. So I want to show you what they are. The first one is the Blush L311. This is really great. This one right here has become an absolute favorite. Like, I have been grabbing for this a ton. So today when I applied my highlight to just this part of my face, I grabbed for this, and I have been grabbing for this. Anytime I want specific placement right here, this brush, oh, I love it. It is the Prime L302. Not using it for what it's intended for, obviously, but it's just so perfect to really just put it right where I need it to. I wouldn't use this to try and blend because it's a little stiffer, but it's soft enough and it picks up product perfectly to get it right there, right where I want it. And then I've been using this to dust away, bake, and add some of my Hydra powder from by Terry. I can't talk. This is the crease blender. I think this is a little too fluffy for me for the crease and a little too big. It's almost the size of my the Detail Pro from Sonia G, and I just like these for putting the powder right on my pores. So that's been that. This I have been using to add powder right around here because I've been needing a little bit of extra coverage. So I've been going in with my, what's the name? MAC Studio Fix, and I've been just going right around here. You can obviously use this for like contour or blush, whatever you want. This is the angled blush, but I like it for just like right around my mouth for whatever reason. I'm just telling you, I know it's weird, but I just like using them that way. This is the Large Fluff. I like this one a lot for highlighter, but I like to blend a little bit more with this one. And then these 3 eye brushes, I really like these. Let me get stuff out of the way. This one is the Crease Blender, and then Flat Dome Shader, and the Large Pointed Crease. I really have been impressed with these. I like them a lot and definitely would suggest them. The only thing I like more than highlighters is eyeshadow palettes. So let me go ahead and talk about my favorites for the month. So Tom Ford recently came out with 3 new quads of the Wet Dry formula, and I have been obsessed with these. I did a video using all 3. I'm going to go ahead and show you what they are. The Double Anonymity, this one right here, and then Suspicion, which I almost did not buy because I thought that it looked a little too gold. It's not, it's Flippin' Perfection. And then the one that I have to tell you is my favorite is this one right here. This is called Body Heat. Oh geez, this is just perfect. I love this palette so much. I love all 3 of them, but if I had to pick a favorite, it is this one. The formula of all of these are on par with Tom Ford. I know that they've been a little hit and miss here recently, but these 3 palettes are absolutely amazing. So I would say pick whatever one you think that you're going to use the most, but this is the one I have grabbed for the most. And then second, most has actually been the one that I didn't think I was going to grab for at all. I didn't want to buy it. It's a suspicion. So I love these. I think that these are amazing. And then the Viseart edit palettes. So these were sent to me and I finally decided which one is my favorite. So we have here the warm edit, which looks like this. Again, I did videos with both of these. And then the rose one. The rose one has won me over. This is definitely a favorite for the month. I love the colors in here. This purple just, oh, it's so good. Formula everything. That's one thing Viseart has really stepped up their game. I feel like they have listened, they have made the metallics better, they have been able to make these tiny little pans and be able to keep the formula good because, you know, like, sorry, Natasha and Nona, a lot of the times the smaller palettes aren't as good as the bigger palettes, and I feel like Viseart has been able to keep the consistency. And again, if I was going to pick a favorite, it is this one. You can get more of a variety of looks with this. I mean, you can go right over here and get a little bit more on the warm side. You can go on the cool side. You've got the pink and then you've got the naturals. I just feel like this is a very versatile palette. And I love the warm one as well, but this one's definitely a favorite, which is the rose edit. Now this isn't something that I've been like using all month. This is actually something that I've been using for I want to say 2 years maybe now. Maybe not that long, around 2 years, but I have to talk about this just because it's coming to the summertime, and this is the Baby Foot Exfoliant Foot Peel. This one was actually gifted to me from my friend. You know who you are. Thank you. I love these. I absolutely love these. The last time I used one was right before my knee replacement because you need to give it some time to work. This like sloughs off your skin. Now, if you're somebody who always is going to get pedicures and you're always buffing your feet and whatnot, I find that a lot of people that always are doing their feet don't get as good of results with these. I don't do that. I'm not gonna lie. I don't go get pedicures. Not at all. And I don't always scrub at my feet. So when I use one of these, it works wonders on my feet. And it's really disgusting to see all the skin and stuff come off, but they work really, really well. Last few on the favorites section are actually clothing items that I want to talk about really quickly. The first one is from The Buckle. So I will link this down below, but this is Babes Support Babes. I'm going to insert a picture of me wearing this. It's a very like flowy top and it's like a crop. I love this. I love the message behind it because I think that that is exactly what we need right now. Women supporting women, but I just love this shirt so much. And then you guys have seen me wearing these. I have these in so many different colors. So these are from Free People. They look like tanks whenever I'm wearing them in my video. So I've got the yellow one. I have like this orangey colored one. I have a very deep purple, and then I have green. All of these are bodysuits from Free People. Now, right now, they only have in stock a nude, but these come in and out of stock all the time. I'm always seeing them, and sometimes they're in the sale section. So you have to look in the sale and then not like, I don't know why, but sometimes some of the colors are on sale and then sometimes they're back at regular price, but they've been in and out. So if they're not there right now, keep looking. I think it's called the Feels Right. Let me see. Yeah, so the only one that's in stock right this second, which I probably need to order, is the nude one, and it's called the Feels Right bodysuit. I love it. It is so comfortable. I do have to warn you though that if you are larger chested, I don't have any boobs. Don't gotta worry about anything. It cuts in really close, so you're gonna either need to wear like pasties or something because the fabric is really thin, so just keep that in mind. If that stuff doesn't usually work for you, you're not gonna like these bodysuits, but I am absolutely obsessed with them. Now let's get into my fails, which my fails are from Chanel. So I decided that I wanted to pick up a few things. I haven't really been interested in what's been coming out from Chanel. You know, they launched their cruise collection and then a few other things. So I just grabbed some random stuff. I bought just whatever I felt like was interesting to me. And the first thing is this guy right here. It is the Duo Bronze et Lumiere. I don't know. It's a bronzer and highlighting duo in the shade Claire. And then they have one other one. In what world is this a bronzer? This is supposed to be a bronzer. And no, I had to pack and pack and pack and pack, and it just did not work. And then people were saying, oh, just use it as a blush. It's too light to use as a blush, for me at least, because if I use this as a blush, it almost like washes me out. I don't know. I just don't, it's like my powder color. I will give them the fact that the highlighter is really pretty, but it doesn't justify buying the combo to only use the highlighter when I have obviously a million other highlighters that I like. So this was an absolute bust to me. I don't understand what they were trying to do with this, but whatever it was, it just did not work out. And then this just irritates me. This is the Hombre Premier Gloss. I love the Hombre Premier regular cream shadows. They are so beautiful. I love them. And I thought this was going to be something that really worked out, and it absolutely does not. This is in the shade Lunaire, and I have tried this. In the video you saw me put it on top of my eyeshadow, like to do a little kind of cut crease type of thing or whatever, and it just, you don't get the pigmentation. When you actually pack it onto the lid, this is what you get, because you can't pack on that much or you're going to crease more than you normally would. I put on a small amount and I creased. I tried it again by itself, just like all over, and it looked pretty, and then it creased. It's just a mess. I feel like they should have just had this as a regular Ombre Premier and it would have been a beautiful color. I know they used to have a silver color. I don't even know if they still do, but that was just poorly executed, and ugh, it's just a waste of money. Anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you think down below. Tell me some things that you loved this month or that you just did not get along with. And I'll see you guys in my next video. And if you're wondering about this eye look, it's from Nabla, and I will have it up soon because I'm reviewing the Secret palette. I'll see you guys next time. Just kidding, I am back. Sorry, my doorbell rang and I have to do this quick little update for you guys before I send this item back. If you are not familiar, I'm going to do a quick little overview of what happened with my Natasha DENONA sculpting powder. I absolutely raved about this powder. I loved it so much. I bought it on Sephora, and it is the light shade. I went completely through it, and then when I reordered it, I had to reorder it from the Beauties site because it was off the Sephora website for whatever reason. Now, when I got it, I didn't put them side by side. This was in my empties, and it was, you know, in a basket. And I started using this one, and I felt like it was different. I was like, something's not right. It's not acting right. And when I put them side by side, I realized that the components, like the coloring on them, were not the same. So the actual contour sculpting powder writing is a different color on the new one that I bought. And on the back, my original one says 12-month shelf life, and then this one says 18-month shelf life. Well, a good friend of mine sent me a message on Instagram just a few days ago and let me know that on Sephora, they came back out with the sculpting powder. So my question was, did I fall in love with the original one or the new one? And I think that I fell in love with the original one, and they were just selling the rest. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on. This is the one that I liked. This is the one that I was a little questionable about. I just got this one in the mail from Sephora because it's back on Sephora. It looks like the one that I bought from Beautylish. It says 18 months on the back. I don't want to touch this because I am going to give it back to Sephora, and if you don't use it, then they can resell it. So I'm not going to use that, but I just wanted to give you guys an update that I think that my beloved contouring sculpting powder was the original, and the new one I don't like. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna try this out some more. Again, I have put it away. I will start using this again and see if it was just a skin thing or what, you know, because sometimes your skin changes, but I'm a little bummed out right now, and I just wanted to let you guys know, give you guys an update, because when I do my next updates, I will have already sent this one back. So in case anybody was wondering about that, there's that. So anyway, now for real, bye. Love you.